Panera Bread positions itself as the healthy, fresh alternative to fast food. Employees are revealing a completely different reality. The fresh-baked image is carefully manufactured deception. Current and former workers expose which menu items arrive frozen in bags, which soups are reheated from industrial packaging, and which sandwiches use highly processed ingredients despite clean-eating marketing. You walk into Panera thinking you're making healthier choices than McDonald's or Burger King. The reality is most food arrives pre-made from the same industrial food suppliers. The bread comes frozen and is baked on site, the only fresh step in a completely processed supply chain. The premium pricing doesn't reflect ingredient quality or preparation complexity. The hidden sugars and sodium in seemingly healthy menu items are shocking. That quinoa bowl marketed as nutritious contains more sodium than Big Macs. The clean sandwiches have processed meats with additives. The health halo is aggressive marketing masking highly processed food sold at sit-down restaurant prices in a fast casual setting. The soup situation is particularly deceptive. Those soups aren't made fresh daily in Panera kitchens, as the marketing implies. They arrive frozen in bags from commissaries, get reheated in rethermalizers throughout the day, and are served as if they're homemade. The bread bowl is just a vehicle for selling reheated industrial soup at premium prices. The portion manipulation creates illusions of value while delivering minimal protein and a maximum cheap carbohydrates. Those whole sandwiches are smaller than competitors' sandwiches but cost more. The bowls are 60% rice or grains with minimal protein. You're paying premium prices for cheap fillers marketed as healthy. Today, I'm counting down the 10 worst foods to buy at Panera Bread according to employees who work there and know the truth. From mac and cheese that's entirely processed, to salads with shocking sodium, to sandwiches using lowest quality deli meats, these menu items represent the gap between Panera's healthy image and processed food reality. And stick around until the end. We've got 5 bonus items that even regular Panera customers don't realize are problems. The bonus revelations about drink pricing will make you reconsider every Panera visit. Once you understand these employee insights, you'll see through the health halo marketing. Number 10. Mac and cheese. Let's start with one of the most popular items that employees say is completely processed and pre-made. The mac and cheese arrives frozen in bags from suppliers, gets reheated in rethermalizers, and is served as if it's made fresh. You're paying $8 for frozen mac and cheese that cost Panera maybe $1.50 per serving. Here's what workers reveal about the mac and cheese. It comes in large frozen bags from food service suppliers, the same suppliers serving cafeterias and institutional kitchens. The pasta is pre-cooked and mixed, with cheese sauce at manufacturing facilities. Panera's role is reheating and portioning. The reheating process uses rethermalizers, specialized equipment that holds food at serving temperature after initial heating. The frozen mac and cheese gets heated to temperature, then held for hours in these warmers. By the time it reaches your bowl, the mac and cheese might have been sitting in warmers for 2 to 4 hours. The quality is exactly what you'd expect from frozen, reheated institutional mac and cheese. The pasta is mushy from being cooked initially, frozen, then reheated and held. The cheese sauce is thick, gluey, and artificial tasting because it's engineered for stability during freezing and reheating rather than flavor. The pricing is the real crime. Panera charges $8 or $9 for what amounts to frozen mac and cheese that costs them under $2. You could buy comparable or better frozen mac and cheese at grocery stores for $4 or $5. The markup is astronomical for reheating pre-made comfort food. Number 9. Charged lemonades. These high caffeine drinks have caused controversy and even health incidents. Employees reveal the caffeine content is dangerously high, while marketing downplays this fact. The drinks contain 260, 390 milligrams of caffeine per large serving, more than most energy drinks, but are positioned as refreshing lemonades. The charged lemonades are marketed as innovative beverages, but they're essentially energy drinks disguised as lemonade. The caffeine comes from guarana extract and green coffee extract, the same caffeine sources used in energy drinks, but with cleaner-sounding names for Panera's health-conscious customers. The sugar content is equally problematic. A large charged lemonade contains 65-82 drying of sugar depending on flavor, more sugar than 2 cans of Coke. The combination of extreme caffeine and extreme sugar creates concerning health effects, especially for customers who don't realize they're drinking energy drinks. The marketing is deliberately misleading. The drinks are displayed with other lemonades and teas, not in energy drink sections. The signage mentions caffeine but doesn't emphasize the extreme levels. Customers think they're getting lemonade when they're actually consuming more caffeine than drinking 2 Red Bulls. The pricing exploits the health halo. These cost $3.50 just $4.50, despite being essentially concentrated caffeine and sugar water. The ingredient costs are minimal: water, caffeine extracts, sugar, and flavorings. The markup is substantial for products that have caused health incidents. Number 8. Bistro French Onion Soup. This soup is marketed as if it's made fresh from caramelized onions and rich stock. Employees reveal it arrives frozen in bags and is reheated throughout the day. The quality is standard frozen soup from industrial suppliers, not the artisanal French onion soup the menu description suggests. The French onion soup comes in large frozen bags like all Panera soups. It's manufactured at commissaries where industrial equipment caramelizes onions in huge batches, combines them with stock and other ingredients, then freezes the soup for distribution. Panera reheats these frozen bags. The reheating process means the soup sits in warmers for hours. As it sits, the onions get mushier, the broth gets thicker, and the quality degrades. The soup you're eating might have been reheated 4 to 6 hours before you ordered it, sitting at temperature while water evaporates and texture deteriorates. The cheese and bread situation is equally processed. The cheese is pre-shredded commercial cheese from bags. The bread croutons are made from Panera Bread, but they're often stale bread that's been toasted to hide staleness. Nothing is made fresh to order despite premium pricing. The pricing is $7 to $9 for a bowl of frozen soup that costs Panera maybe $2. French restaurants serve real French onion soup made from scratch for comparable prices. You're paying restaurant prices for frozen institutional soup reheated in bags. Number 7. Chicken Teriyaki Bowl. This Asian-inspired bowl is marketed as healthy protein with vegetables and grains. Employees reveal the chicken is lowest quality processed chicken, and the teriyaki sauce is loaded with sugar. The bowl contains over 1,000 milliliters of sodium, half your daily limit in one meal. The chicken starts as frozen processed chicken strips from industrial suppliers. Not fresh chicken grilled at Panera. Frozen chicken strips that are pre-cooked, pre-seasoned, and reheated when ordered. The quality is standard food service chicken, designed for institutional kitchens. The teriyaki sauce is commercial sauce from bulk containers, heavy on sugar and sodium. The sauce alone adds significant calories and sodium that undermine any health benefits from the vegetables and grains. The sauce is hiding processed chicken with strong flavors. The vegetables are minimal and pre-cut from bags. The edamame is frozen, the broccoli is frozen. Nothing is fresh or prepared specifically for your bowl. Workers assemble bowls from pre-prepped components, portioning rice, adding frozen vegetables, topping with reheated chicken, and drizzling commercial sauce. The grain base is mostly cheap. Rice padded with small amounts of quinoa. The portion looks substantial, but it's 60 to 70% inexpensive grains with maybe 3 to 4 oz of cheap chicken. The vegetable portions are minimal despite the health-focused marketing. Number 6. Southwest Chili Lime Ranch. Salad with chicken. This salad is positioned as healthy choice, but the sodium content exceeds 2,000 milligrams, your entire daily limit in one salad. Employees reveal the chicken is processed, the dressing is loaded with additives, and the healthy positioning is completely misleading. The chicken is the same frozen processed chicken strips used throughout the menu. Not fresh grilled chicken, frozen chicken reheated when you order. The chicken is pre-seasoned with sodium-heavy seasonings, contributing significantly to the salad's shocking sodium content. The dressing is commercial ranch with chili lime flavoring, heavy on sodium, sugar, and preservatives. The dressing alone adds 440 milliliters of sodium. Combined with processed chicken, tortilla strips, and cheese, the total sodium reaches levels that would shock customers who ordered salad thinking it was healthy. The lettuce is bagged romaine mix from suppliers. It sits in containers and walk-in coolers for days before being used. By the time it reaches your bowl, the lettuce has been sitting for 2 to 4 days, getting exposed to air repeatedly and losing freshness. The toppings are all pre-prepped from bags and containers. Canned black beans, frozen corn, pre-shredded cheese, bagged tortilla strips. Nothing is fresh or prepared specifically for your salad. Workers are portioning pre-made components. Number 5. Grilled cheese sandwich. This simple comfort food becomes problematic at Panera. The bread is frozen until baked, the cheese is processed American cheese from bags, and the sandwich costs $7 for ingredients that cost Panera under $2. The markup is outrageous for the simplest possible sandwich. The bread arrives frozen and gets baked on site. While technically fresh baked, the dough was made elsewhere and frozen. The baking is the only fresh step. The cheese is pre-sliced processed American cheese from industrial suppliers. Nothing artisanal despite Panera's bakery cafe positioning. The preparation is simple. Butter bread, add cheese, grill on flat top. The simplicity means there's no excuse for the 7-tier 8i pricing. You're paying premium prices for a sandwich you could make better at home for $2. The only value is convenience. The kids' grilled cheese is even worse value. Smaller sandwich for $5.06. Parents pay premium prices thinking Panera is healthier than McDonald's. But the kids' grilled cheese is just processed cheese on frozen then baked bread at triple the cost of making it at home. The combo pricing is where Panera really profits. That grilled cheese plus soup or salad costs $12.15. The soup is frozen and reheated. The salad is bagged greens. You're paying restaurant prices for frozen soup and the world's simplest sandwich made from processed cheese. Number 4. Broccoli cheddar soup. This is Panera's signature soup, and employees say it arrives frozen in industrial bags just like every other soup. The marketing implies made-from-scratch vegetable soup, but it's frozen industrial soup reheated throughout the day. The cream content and sodium are shocking. The broccoli cheddar soup comes in large frozen bags from the same commissaries, supplying Panera's entire soup lineup. The soup was made weeks ago in industrial kitchens, frozen for distribution, shipped to Panera locations, and reheated in rethermalizers when needed. The cream and cheese content is heavy to create the thick, rich texture customers expect. But this means each bowl contains significant calories, saturated fat, and sodium. A bread bowl of broccoli cheddar contains over 100 calories and 2,000 milliliters sodium, your entire daily allowance. The reheating and holding process degrades quality. As the soup sits in warmers, the broccoli gets mushier, the soup gets thicker, and the flavor becomes more artificial. The soup you're eating might be 6 hours old sitting in a warmer while water evaporates and vegetables break down. The bread bowl edition turns already heavy soup into calorie bomb. The bread bowl adds 500 plus calories. The combination of cream soup and carb-heavy bread bowl creates a meal with fast food calorie counts, despite the healthy cafe positioning. Number 3. Bacon Turkey Bravo Sandwich. This popular sandwich is problematic on multiple levels. The turkey and bacon are heavily processed deli meats with nitrates and high sodium. The tomato basil positioning suggests freshness, but everything is processed and pre-portioned. The turkey is industrial deli turkey from food service suppliers, heavily processed turkey with water, sodium, preservatives, and binders. Not fresh roasted turkey carved in-house. Industrial lunch meat that comes pre-sliced from suppliers. The quality is standard deli turkey from mass market providers. The bacon is pre-cooked bacon from bags. Not bacon cooked fresh at Panera, pre-cooked bacon that's been sitting in containers after being batch cooked earlier, or even brought in already cooked from suppliers. The bacon is often limp, chewy, and lukewarm. The bread is frozen until baked on site. The vegetables are pre-sliced from bags and containers. The tomato basil sauce is from containers, not made fresh. Every component is pre-made, pre-portioned, and assembled by workers following guides. The sodium content is shocking, over 2,000 milliliters in one sandwich. The processed turkey and bacon contribute most of this sodium. Customers ordering this sandwich thinking it's healthier than fast food are getting fast food sodium levels at premium prices. Number 2. Steel-cut oatmeal with toppings. This breakfast item seems like the healthiest possible choice. Employees reveal it's instant oatmeal from packets, despite menu language suggesting slow-cooked steel-cut oats. The toppings are minimal and the pricing is outrageous for instant oatmeal you could make at home for $1. The oatmeal arrives in individual serving packets. not steel-cut oats cooked slowly in Panera kitchens. Workers tear open packets, add hot water, stir, and serve. The steel-cut claim is technically true because the oats in the packets are steel-cut, but the preparation is instant hot water method. The toppings are pre-portioned in minimal quantities. The dried fruit is from bags. The nuts are from containers. The brown sugar is from packets. The total cost of ingredients, including oatmeal packet and toppings, is maybe 0.75110, but Panera charges $5 or $7 depending on toppings. The marketing implies wholesome breakfast carefully prepared, but it's instant oatmeal with garnishes. The preparation takes 30 seconds. Tear, packet, add water, portion toppings. No cooking skill required, just ability to follow packet instructions. The portion is small compared to making oatmeal at home. The bowl looks substantial, but the actual oatmeal quantity is one packet, maybe 1 to 2 cups of oats. The toppings are minimal. You're paying $6 to $7 for instant oatmeal you could make better at home. The combo pricing is where the scam deepens. Oatmeal plus coffee costs $8. The coffee is brewed coffee from machines, not specialty espresso drinks. You're paying $10 for instant oatmeal and regular coffee, ingredients costing Panera maybe $1.50 total. Number 1. You pick 2 combinations. Here's the absolute worst. The You Pick 2 promotes maximum profit through portion manipulation. Employees revealed this is how Panera moves older food while creating illusions of value through half portions that together equal less than ordering full portions separately. The You Pick 2 lets you choose 2 halves, half sandwich, half salad, cup of soup, etc. The psychology seems like value, getting variety and trying multiple items. The reality is strategic portion control that maximizes Panera's profit while minimizing what you receive. The half portions aren't 50% of full portions. They're often 40% or less. The half sandwich is noticeably smaller than half of a full sandwich. The cup of soup is barely more than a few spoonfuls. The half salad is minimal. Combined, your 2 halves equal maybe 70% of one full portion. The pricing doesn't reflect the reduced portions. You Pick 2 costs $10 to $13, but you're getting 70% of the food you'd get, ordering one full item for $9.12. The perceived value of 2 items masks that you're actually getting less food for similar or higher prices. The food quality in You Pick 2 is often worse because this is how Panera moves items approaching expiration. The half sandwich uses bread that's getting stale. The soup cup comes from batches that have been sitting longest. The salad uses lettuce that needs to be used soon. You're helping Panera move inventory that's near its limit. The combinations encourage ordering frozen soup plus processed sandwich, maximizing Panera's profit by selling 2 reheated assembled items instead of 1. The soup costs them $1 to $2, the half sandwich another $2 to $3, total $13 for food costing them under $5. The marketing brilliance is making customers feel smart for choosing variety while actually getting less food of worse quality at higher profit margins for Panera. The You Pick 2 is a masterclass in manipulation. Customers think they're getting deals when they're paying more for less. Former employees universally identify You Pick 2 as the worst value because it combines small portions, often older food, and high prices while creating the illusion of value through variety. You'd be better off ordering one full item and actually getting a full portion. We exposed 10 worst foods, but employees have more warnings. Bonus 1. All. Pastries and sweets. Every pastry, cookie, and sweet arrives frozen from suppliers. The bear claws, muffins, croissants, all frozen and baked. The only fresh step is baking frozen dough. You're paying $3 to $5 for frozen pastries that cost Panera $0.50, $1. The markup is astronomical for products identical to grocery store freezer pastries. Bonus 2. Flatbread pizzas. These are frozen flatbreads with frozen toppings, assembled and heated. The entire pizza is pre-made components reheated. The flatbread is frozen. The toppings are from containers and bags. You're paying $8 to $10 for frozen pizza that costs Panera maybe $2 to $3. Bonus 3. Fountain drinks and coffee. The $3 to $4 for fountain soda is pure profit. Each drink costs Panera $0.1500. The coffee markup is similar with brewed coffee costing them maybe 0 or 30 per cup, but selling for 2.50 to 3.50. The free refills don't represent generosity. Drinks are so cheap, unlimited quantities still profit. Bonus 4. Smoothies. All smoothies use frozen fruit and ice with bases from suppliers. There's nothing fresh about Panera smoothies despite healthy positioning. You're paying $6 to $8 for frozen fruit blended with ice and commercial smoothie base. Smoothie shops offer fresh fruit versions for similar prices. Bonus 5. Avocado. The avocado upcharge on sandwiches and bowls is $1.50 to $50 for pre-mashed avocado from bags. Not fresh avocado sliced to order, industrial guacamole or mashed avocado from food service suppliers. The upcharge is pure profit for pennies worth of bagged product. You've now heard from employees about the 10 worst foods at Panera Bread, plus 5 bonus items to avoid. The pattern is undeniable. Panera is a processed food operation disguised as healthy bakery cafe through aggressive marketing, clean eating language, and premium pricing that creates illusions of quality. The fundamental deception is positioning as fresh, healthy alternative when most food arrives frozen or highly processed from the same industrial suppliers serving institutional kitchens. The bread baking on site creates fresh baked aroma and imagery while hiding that everything else is processed, reheated, and assembled. The health halo marketing is sophisticated manipulation. Menu descriptions emphasize fresh, clean, wholesome, nutritious, language creating health perceptions that the actual food doesn't deliver. The sodium levels, sugar content, and processed ingredients contradict the healthy positioning customers pay premium prices to support. The value proposition is terrible. Entrees cost $10, $15 for food that costs Panera $3.6 in processed ingredients requiring minimal preparation skill. The soups are frozen and reheated. The sandwiches use industrial deli meats. The bowls are cheap grains with minimal protein. You're paying restaurant prices for fast food quality ingredients with better marketing. The portion manipulation through You Pick 2 and other combinations maximizes Panera's profit while minimizing what customers receive. The half portions, strategic sizing, and psychological pricing create illusions of value while delivering less food for higher prices than ordering full portions. The solution requires rejecting the health halo. Panera isn't healthier than many fast food options, it's just better marketed. The sodium levels, processed ingredients, and calorie counts often exceed fast food while costing significantly more. You're paying for perception, not actual quality or health. Better options exist. Local cafes actually make food fresh. Delis slice turkey to order instead of using industrial lunch meat. Bakeries bake from scratch instead of from frozen dough. Asian restaurants cook rice bowls fresh instead of assembling frozen components. For Panera prices, you can eat at restaurants that actually cook instead of reheat and assemble. If you must eat at Panera, understand what you're getting. The food is processed and prepared minimally. The health positioning is marketing. The premium prices don't reflect ingredient quality or preparation complexity. Order with realistic expectations about frozen soup, processed meats, and reheated components. Share this information with friends who treat Panera as healthy eating. They deserve to understand the sodium levels, processed ingredients, and frozen food reality behind the clean eating marketing. Many people would make different choices if they knew the truth. Now, do me a favor, smash that like button. Subscribe to The Hidden Menu and tell us in the comments, were you shocked by the processed food reality at Panera? Will you still eat there knowing the health halo is marketing? At The Hidden Menu, we believe in food transparency, employee perspectives, and helping people see through health-washing marketing that hides processed food reality. Stop paying premium prices for processed food disguised as healthy eating.